It's the 49ers Cutback.
It's 49ers Cutback Podcast time, and I've been kind of waiting to get into this one because I don't know what's all there, but Adam Schefter went on to Murph and Mac on 680 and talked about the fact that there is an avenue for the 49ers to pursue quarterback Dak Prescott, which kind of threw me off because if the Dallas Cowboys franchise him $37.1 million in a cap, kind of tight season, then he can walk next year. They can't franchise him again. So could this be the time that the Cowboys just move on and let him go and not pay $37.1 million, especially with the injury concerns? And Horace, before you go, remember, the Cowboys left Dak Prescott out of their 2021 hype video.
A lot of things come to mind here. One, I'm going to make it very clear, I like Dak Prescott a lot more than most people. I do think Dak Prescott is a top-level quarterback in the NFL, or close to it, and I think the Cowboys are playing with fire here because good quarterbacks are hard to come by. At the same time, his projected market value is $36 million a year, and I don't think he's worth that. I really don't. He's a good, especially coming off that nasty injury. He's a good player. I don't know. We're already in salary cap trouble with Jimmy making 26 or 28, whatever he's making. I don't know that he's $10 million a year better than Garoppolo. He's younger, or he's a little bit
27.
younger. He's more athletic, and he was putting up big numbers before he got hurt, but also they were playing from behind a lot in those games, is why he was throwing for big numbers. I think he's a really good player, and he's one of those guys where if the Niners got him, I wouldn't be like, oh no, like they got him. But I like him better than Stafford, better than Carson Wentz, better than, please God, no, Sam Darnold. Trubisky, other guys that the Niners have been linked to. I like him a lot better than. My sticking point with him is not necessarily his on-field production, it's money.
That's fair enough, and money is always a concern with the salary cap issues that are going on in the NFL right now, with it really just being in flux. No one really knows what it's going to be at. It could be higher than what's projected. If things are really, really that bad, it could end up being lower than some people are thinking. Not a lot of people are talking about that. It still could potentially go lower than what they're saying it's supposed to drop down to. So there's a lot of things up in the air with the salary cap. For me, what it comes down to is something that we've talked about a lot on this podcast, which is availability. Mm-hmm. Dak Prescott next to Carson Wentz are in that NFC East they've spent a lot of time on the injury block. They've missed a lot of games. I think both of them are under 80% of games played. The kind of money that you need to pay a quarterback, Russell Wilson's, the Patrick Mahomes, those type of guys who are making a lot of money in that high mid 30s, 40 range, have played in 90 to 100% of games in the NFL. That means they're not missing any, if not a few, games in their careers. And that's part of the reason why they're getting paid so much, is you're playing at a high level and being available for almost every single game. Prescott has missed a few games, a lot this season especially, but also just here and there. He's missed a few games here and there throughout his career. Wentz is the same sort of thing. He's missed a lot of games due to injury, and that's the same problem we've had with Jimmy, is availability, him being on the field. And I think, again, if you're going to pay a lot of money for a quarterback, and we're going to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo, they have to be an upgraded Jimmy than Jimmy. While Dak is a better player, is Dak going to be more available than Jimmy, especially coming off his injury? That's a very big risk to pay $36 million for.
I think the injury concern is a big concern, but I have no doubts that Dak Prescott is a $10 million improvement over Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he is a better player. He's more athletic. He just puts up bigger numbers. Jimmy Garoppolo has never come close, and he's only had one real year of production of hitting 5,000 yards. Dak Prescott came really close to that. Dak Prescott is a legitimate player in this league. He's got athletic ability. Now the question, though, is the leg. Now, will that also bring his market value down? Because there has been rumors that he had another surgery in December. and that maybe the leg is not progressing the way it's supposed to. So could the Dallas just be bypassing giving him the franchise tag because they know that the injury is just too much to sign him to that? So could somebody come in and sneak in and sign him at a cheaper rate and take a chance? At that point, you know you're moving on from Jimmy Garoppolo, so you're saving $26 million. So the real question is, actually I think it's like $23 million. Would you be willing to pay Dak Prescott $30 million with the thought being that, yeah, he's may not be healthy right away, but he's going to get healthy at some point? I don't know if you can take that risk. That's a huge risk. If he's healthy, he's definitely a big-time upgrade for the 49ers. It puts them right up there in the top echelon, especially in the West. I think besides Russell Wilson, he would be the number one quarterback in the NFC West because I think he's better than Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray hasn't proven that he can do what Dak Prescott can do. And finally, Dak Prescott will get a defense that he deserves, somebody that can put him in favorable situations, a run game that isn't completely predicated on Zeke, who is kind of falling a little bit. And it would definitely change the dynamics of his offense. Way more play action, way more moving the pocket, which, they did some, but he has had inept offensive coordinators, and he still was able to produce. I wonder if this guy could produce on a fantastic level. It's always scary giving someone $30 million, especially someone coming off this type of injury. But I definitely think it's an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm not sure I would pay it because I want to make sure we keep other guys. But it's an intriguing prospect. And if, for some reason, people do have injury concerns, his money could dwindle down to where it is a favorable option for a team, not necessarily the 49ers, but another team that's looking to improve the quarterback position, which the 49ers ultimately are. And I think that was Schefter's point here.
The one positive thing I'm seeing out of this is if they were to get him and he played well, oh my gosh, how fun would that be to stick it to the Cowboys if he came over and they won a Super Bowl him at quarterback.
Oh, just one more.
I think Jared might finally drop over of a heart attack.
Yeah,
there's a good chance. That'd be a dagger right in the heart of all Cowboys fans out there watching America's team let him go and then him come to San Francisco and win one. That would be pretty glorious to watch.
Talking to you, Dave.
I think he was directing that directly at you, Dave. But the rest of you, let us know in the comment section down below. What do you think about this rumor? What do you think about this possibility? Do you like Dak Prescott? You want to bring him into San Francisco? You want to sign him? How much would you pay for him? Would you be willing to part with Jimmy G in order to accomplish that? In order to accomplish that via cut, maybe not necessarily a trade. You have to cut him. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Like the video, hit that subscribe button as well while you're at it. That notification bell as well. You want to be here for this content.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting offseason and still just so many questions for the 49ers. We're going to continue to bring these videos that address some of those situations and give insight into whether these guys are legitimate options or not. Some of them get thrown out there as a whim, and some of them there has a little bit of teeth to it. So we're going to try to talk about them, and then we want to know what you guys think because there's going to be, I think, big decisions coming for the 49ers as we build towards free agency. The 49ers probably won't be very active, but they need to make sure they secure some guys, and they do have to make a couple of moves. And also, where are our guys going to end up going in free agency? That's when it all kicks off, guys, and we're working towards it with these great videos.
Like he said, let us know what you think about Dak Prescott, what you think about Jimmy Garoppolo. Am I wrong? Is Dak not as good as the guys I mentioned? Is Anthony right? Is Dak so much better than Jimmy? Should we give up the money? We want to know what you guys think.
Big time. Until next time, stay safe.
Remember the right way
is always the 49ers way.